My name is Mr. Ogwoloko, Ward 11 PDP chairman. Actually, a week passed. I was invited by the LGA chairman, whereby he told us that 3 names came from state, that we should go to our various wards to bring 3 persons. The next day I summoned the ward meeting. The ward meetings is not for general meeting, but it's of the leaders and the ESCO of the ward. When the numbers gathered, we have 5 leaders, namely Chief Obule, Chief Margaret Onukegwo, Dr. Oghenekevwe, Jubilee Akufor, and Akume. Then the 5 ESCOs are Ogwoloko Larry as the chairman, Okagbare Moses as the vice, Godwin Oguja as the secretary, Richard Okoro as the youth chairman, and Jenavi Aligbo as the woman leader. When I summoned the meeting, they were all there. But along the line, out of the 5 leaders, 2 were absent due to their condition I don't know much about. The rest 5 were there. The rest 3 were there. The 5 ESCOs were there. And others also came, which we were not invited. Then when we sat, I told them the meeting is not meant for everybody. It's meant for the leaders and the ESCOs. Whereby Akume Festus, one of the leaders, said, I should allow everybody to sit down. We all sat and we discussed. I told them why the meeting. I told them that names came from state and I should summon a meeting for that. They all agreed that normally their way we do things. The previous ad hoc delegate, the Ogwoloko houses, we gave them 2 numbers. When we talk about Ward 11, we have the Ozwe houses and the Ogwoloko houses, which is Ward 19 and 20. The previous one, as I said, 2 numbers were given to them out of 3, and the Ozwe houses had 1 then. So when we sat and the issue was being discussed, then we revised it the other way, which we agreed before now that 2 have to come to Ozwe while 1 went to Ogwoloko. So that is how it was done. Later we shared and we went for a consensus. When we sat, the Ozwe people sat, and we said, let us go for consensus. Richard Okoro said no. Others said no. Even Jubilee said no. He said there must be an election. Then I asked, who are those who are interested for the positions? Oghenekevwe, Dr. Oghenekevwe stood up. Jubilee Akufor stood up. Richard Okoro stood up. Junior Bule was not there, but he said he was interested. They all stood up. Then we said, what is the mode of the election? The mode of the election is secret open ballot, which at the end of the day, the symbol, when you talk about Jubilee, it came up with A as Akufor, Oghenekevwe for the leaders, D, that is how they came up. Then Richard for the youth, he came up with Arrow, while Bule, the son for the youth, also came up with O. So along the line, we appointed a presiding officer, a person of Samuel Biokoro, who presided over the issue, and he was also the returning officer of that election. So along the line, the first we voted for the leaders. The leaders, Jubilee had 2, while Oghenekevwe had 6 votes. Oghenekevwe won. And before like as I said, before we went into election, I said, if peradventure there is tide, what happened? What happened? The whole house agreed that I, Ogwoloko Larry, as the chairman of the ward, have the prerogative, the power, and the authority to give the final vote. Along the line, after Oghenekevwe and Jubilee's vote, they came up with the youth issue, which, true as I said, they came up 4-4. Both sides tied. Then the whole house agreed that with my office, I have to decide who wins the vote to support. I supported Obule the Junior, whereby Ojo Obule won. So Richard and Jubilee, they failed woefully. So after that, the Okoro houses, we went to them. When we got there, we sat and I asked as a chairman of the ward, who represent them for now? They said, AJ Navia Oligbo, the woman leader, consensusly agreed upon that she will be the one to take position of the leaders. After this, we celebrated. They brought the people who won, everybody brought drink, we drank, shared money, everybody left home. Due to my greatest surprise, some days after, I begin to see publication from different quarter, from here, Richard, Jubilee, Hon Obeba, my brother is my brother, of course. They begin to, go into press. I begin to wonder how things like this begin to happen. So that is where we are today. To clear for clarification, I suppose not to join issue with them because I'm the ward chairman. I suppose not to, bet for clarification. I want to make the state to be aware. I make the public to be aware. I make the governor of the state to be aware. The PDP state chairman to be aware that there was an election.
Do you have any proof to show us that actually you actually contested this election?
These are the ballot papers. Look at it. Cry again. Okay. The ballot papers. This is evidence of the election. Richard 4, Oboleson 4. At the end of the day, I concluded it by joining Obole to make it 5-4. Then Oghenekevwe and Jubilee won Jubilee. So Jubilee lost, Richard Okoro lost. Obeba is my brother. We are from the same home, as you already said. I'm from the same family also. Obeba has not been a leader in Ward 11. Obeba, he claimed to be spiritual leader also. Obeba is not a spiritual leader. He's a church founder. He can be spiritual leader in his church, but he's not Ward 11 spiritual leader. Get it right. It's not a Ward 11 spiritual leader. And there is no day somebody has been pronounced to be Ward 11 spiritual leader. On that ground, it's my brother. I want to advise him not to drag himself into mud. He should go back to drawing board. As some utterances he made, he should withdraw them. As the ward chairman, I'm seeing foul play. There are people behind the scene who want to destroy the unity of the Ward 11. We have been unified for so long. I see no reason why things like this will bring disunity. Those who are behind the scene doing things that will bring destruction into the system, they should withdraw. I'm appealing, I'm still begging. Because Ward 11 is a peculiar ward. Okbe ward, to the call, the Okbe people are very sensible. They will not fight themselves. They will not fight themselves because of things like appointment, things like one or the other. It has not been it has not been our system fighting ourselves.
Yes, I'm Comrade Moses New Commodity, the Unit 4, Ward 11 unit leader, and also the immediate past essay to the Governor of Community Development. The thing of concern to us today as the leaders and members of Ward 11 PDP members, it's important today that this press briefing should be held to make something straight and to clear the air, because there have been so much different rumor from different angles that our Ward 11 has issues. But to me and to all of us, the leaders here, there's no issue in our ward. In regards to the 3 names that were selected, it was duly consulted and election was held, conducted, and a winner emerged. In this process, even before the election process, there was a meeting called at Akume House, versus Akume, where we, the leaders, also met, propagating that the chairman, Larry Ogwoloko, has hijacked the list through Obule, that the names already have been submitted. And in that meeting, I made it very clear, some of us made very clear to the House that, look, there's no way the chairman will know that is very democratic cannot go on its own benevolent to do what the ward has not agreed on, and that we should call the chairman for a meeting. And so our chairman will call for a meeting where we discuss the issues of the names that were sent to our ward. And we, in that meeting, were sent as a delegate to meet the chairman, the person of Larry Ogwoloko, and myself, and Sam Ojuode here, and Okadigbo, the former councillor, Ward 19, was sent to the chairman. The chairman said there's nothing of such, which he also said that he was even planning to call a meeting, and as God will have it, the next day, a meeting was called regards to the name. And after that day, on that day, they compared chairman, even when chairman was saying that this meeting was just to brief the leaders, that will not look at how we go about it, but they compared him that the election must be conducted and those 3 names must be picked that day. I was in a meeting when after they heard the meeting, they said, okay, the name, like chairman rightly mentioned, since the Ogwoloko houses of the Ward 20 has in the past ad hoc delegate, they got 2 slots, and the Ward 19 of the Oswald district got 1 slot, which I happened to be the delegate. I was given the delegate at that time from Okoro the houses from the Unit 4. And having done that, the Akufor also, that was not saying that the Ward 19 position has always been one-sided. It's not true also. Reason is that the Ward 19 political position has always been coming. Akufor has served as a councillor in Ward 19 before. He has also served as a special assistant to the then speaker of Delta State, Monday Buya. He has also served as a special essay to the Odwan regime from Okogborode. And also, the Simon Biokoro has also been an essay to late Overa on the Super Deck, and also when he was a commissioner for Chieftaincy Affairs, all from Okogborode. And also the Okovo that people are now referring to as all Okovo. Okovo is made up of two villages, Okovo 1 and Okovo 2. We are also belong. I'm from Okovo 1, Okovo 2, and I'm from Okodede. From the Okovo angle, the Richard is the youth leader of Okovo 1 from the LGA angle, which is also occupying. And also from the Larry Ogwoloko, who is now the ward chairman, from Okovo 2, where he is now serving as a ward chairman. Before now, the position of the ward chairman was zoned to Ogbora. We always rotate it. Once it goes to the Ogbora houses, it comes to the Oswald houses. And that has been very fair, and everybody is happy with it. So when Jubilee is now mentioning that there was no election even at the point of selecting this 3, I was surprised. Jubilee called me personally that I should vote for him. I have the message. We spoke on phone, and he said that he was conversing for me to vote for him. But for equity and fairness, I looked at it. When we are talking about leadership is by your level of commitment to the structure. The Oghenekevwe today that Dr. Oghenekevwe that they are talking about, that Oghenekevwe has always been holding several positions. Let them come out if they will be fair to themselves. If Oghenekevwe has not been helpful to the party in the world level and in Delta State in general. The junior Obule they are referring to, and Obule they are referring to, Obule has not been supportive to the party. It's not true. Obule has been supportive to the PDP in the state generally. It's a name. It's a well-known name in the state where people can attest to. Obule has been financial member of the party in the ward and at the state level. The son also, whom they are not saying is not also functioning. The son has also been giving money, supporting the ward in different hours, giving the youth some incentives to make them have sense of belonging at the world level. All this put together has also shown that election was conducted in our ward, peaceful, and a winner emerged. David Oghenekevwe as for elders, and Junior Obule for the youth, and Vugbore also brought a lady for the woman position. All this has proven that there was election. And I just want to use the opportunity to appeal to PDP state chairman and Delta state governor that they should look at these issues, that these issues that we are presenting as leaders of the world, appealing to PDP state chairman that our names submitted should fly. Yes. And if anybody who thinks that they have grievances, they should come out and make it plain. They shouldn't just come and start bringing issues, model up issues that are not real.
Jubilee, first and foremost, Jubilee came from APP to this party. I'm a founding member of the PDP. He came from APP to the party. I accommodated him. And haven't accommodated him, what happened? He's from Okogborode, as mentioned. And so, he has become a councillor of the ward. He had become the the essay to Right Honorable Igbuya, former State House of Assembly Speaker. He has been SA to Oduan. In fact, currently, I, Oghenekevwe, while I was the chairman of the party, the LGA, I made him. I sponsored him. I repeat it, to become an LGA rep representing us. LGA rep, PDP rep representing us. So I'm even surprised that he's the one who is asking me not to go forward. So what is happening today is mere jealousy. So I want to say that whatever thing they have said as regards to the nomination of the 3 persons, they are all blatant lies. Because in Sapele local government, we have 5 district communities. 5 that makes up Sapele. And it is only Ward 11 that actually has 2 communities joined together. 2 districts joined together. That is Ozwe and Okoro districts. And so whatever thing we do every time, we do recognition to this effect. And so what we do, we normally share. If 3 names comes like this, one side we take 2, while one side we take 1 to avoid problem. In the last arrangement, what happened? The issue of delegates came. 3 names came for ad hoc delegate. And we agreed, at Chief Obule's house, we agreed, everybody agreed that 2 should go to Ogwoloko end, while 1 should come to us. My position, they are saying that I had one of them in their press briefing saying that I, Honorable Dr. Oghenekevwe, that myself, I hijacked it in the last one. I didn't. I was to go for it. The whole house said no, it should be given to other people. Which they gave to other people in Obule's house. I forgot. It was because of my own connection, my own relationship with the immediate past governor, Senator Arthur Ifeanyi Okowa, that gave me that position as the chairman board of directors pointer. It was his. It was not from the world. The world refused. They did not give it to me. So what they were saying was a lie. They didn't give it to me. It was Okowa that I work with that gave it to me. That is the truth. That is the truth. I cannot tell lies because of position. And so, for now, what we did when we sat down on that day, on the 21st instant, when we sat down, what do we do? What do we do? We agreed. They were still arguing to have 2, but we said no. We have given you 2 before. Now, how we normally do it, the other 2 will come to us. And so we agreed that 2 positions should come to the Ward 19 side. That is Ozwe end. Why 1 we go there? And he took the woman. The Akume nominated the woman. Nominated the woman. Ejelavi, one Ejelavi, the woman leader in the world, nominated her against Chief Margaret Onukegwo. We were even surprised to hear that they ganged up against Onukegwo, and they brought one lady, the woman leader, nominated by Akume, as I've said, and it was the person they voted for, and they displaced Chief Margaret Onukegwo because Onukegwo was not there. And I was told that she was invited. She was invited, the chairman, the world chairman, because I asked if the chairman invited her. The chairman told me she was invited. She did not come. That is actually the position. We did the election. And for now, if anybody is calling for any other election, this group will never be part and parcel of it. We have done our election. Whatever thing they want to do, let them go and do it. Then
Honorable Ajemio Tampita, popularly known as Governor and the Councillor representing the good people of 119 in Sapele local government. So regarding the issue you just brought my attention to, I'm very surprised when I started seeing uproar in the internet about disputes about 3 main shortlist that were requested for. So I was so dumbfounded because I'm a kind of man of equity, so a man who comes with equity will come with the clean hands. So as a council of the ward, when they called us for such meeting and selection, so I started that, okay, let's go ahead. After that, we voted. Junior Bule showed interest, according to what they have said. So to avoid reputation, the election was conducted free and fair. And Junior Bule won the election, whereby Honorable David Oghenekevwe also won election. So I started now hearing from others, blah, 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 that they were unpicked. You know, I was so surprised. But I would advise them that you refrain from politics of anything goes, because you don't know, you're not supposed to buy the hand that fed you. It was written in the Bible, the Proverbs chapter 29. You know, don't buy the hand that fed you. We have leaders. We have leaders in the world, whereby they're supposed to give us order what to do. So, but it's unfortunate that the chief wasn't around. Chief Obule, our leaders, was not around. So some people will now be propagating rumor, conquer book stories about him. The man is a founder of even how much more estate. So a whole national delegate that represents Sapele in the federal to conduct the presidential primary election. The man is an intellectual, versatile, financially buoyant, supporting us, assisting us, anything we need, we run to him. So since he wasn't around, so his son took out the mantle. Rise financially, gather the youth, funding us. You know, it was even a legal advisor to Data Youth for More, whereby I'm the vice coordinator. I'm vicing Ejiro Jamani in Sapele local government. So the young man is very supportive financially, anything that we want in the world. So I don't know why some said he doesn't partake financially, whatever. So he was fully on ground in election day. He voted. He voted for PDP, no, additional to our victories that produced our able Governor Sheriff of Berebori. So nevertheless, I would really appeal to them that they shouldn't play a politics of everything go. That if it wasn't your turn now, calm down, it will get to your turn. If you are a democratic politicians, when you were being defeated at the polling unit, it would took you a very courageous person to say congratulations. But now they didn't say congratulations to the winner. They rather go into unnecessary and or call for protest. So I will beg them to calm down. They should let peace reign at what level. We are united people. See, Wario.
Yeah. I want to.